now. If you had to go from $0 to $100,000 in the next 3 months, how would you do it? Maybe if you could break it down for me in 5 steps.
Sure. So 100,000 total, or 100,000 a month, or 10,000 a month?
100,000 total in 3 months. No employees, just you.
But it's not me though, right? It's my skills, but not me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Right. And
you can't post content.
And I have no network, and I have no connections, and I have no any of that. I don't have my phone with me.
You can use Claude.
So when you are starting out, you want every customer to be worth it. And so I think one of the mistakes that happens when people are earlier is they don't sell expensive enough stuff. And so like, if it's very hard for you to get a customer, then you better make sure that customer is worth it, which means instead of thinking about scalability, we think about how basically potential money made from every person is what you want to maximize. And so that means that potential value created has to be maximized, which means that we might do unscalable things in the short term in order to generate cash flow. And so I'll give you an analogy and then I'll give you the steps, but, or not an analogy, a story. But when I started my first gym, I did personal training with one client, and that client came 90 minutes a day, 5 days a week, which is a super client. And I ended up making, I think it was like $4,000 or $5,000 a month in total from that one client. And that client and that model of me just doing one-on-one like that obviously doesn't scale. But I was running my gym, the business, all around that. And the gym, I would just take the cash and basically reinvest in more equipment, or I'd spend more on ads to get more people in, whatever it was. But like, I lived on the $5,000 a month that I was getting from the personal training client. And so the fastest way to get to $100,000 is not the fastest way to get to $1 million or 10 million. And so this is the big misconception with the question. And so like, if I wanted to get to $100,000, I would go to a business and say, and the thing is like, I have already done this because I've already lost my money before and had to go do this. So this is what I did. I went to a local business and I said, what are the packages you have? And then I said, what's the cheapest that you're willing to deliver those packages for? And I said, okay, if I go get you customers and I sell it, can I keep this percentage of what I sell if I go get them and I sell them? And then you get the customer for life after that. And as soon as I had some businesses that said yes, I then got them customers and I kept the money, and then they delivered the services and got customers for free. And so when I lost everything, I made $100,000 the first month after I lost everything. And so within the example, it's like I did that in 30 days. And so you can absolutely do that. It's just that you have to work like a maniac. And fundamentally, I had an offer that worked, that I knew worked for a specific local business, which was a gym. So I knew I could run a weight loss challenge, and I knew I could spend money on the ads, and I didn't have to spend a lot because, you know, if you can get 10 to 1, you spend $100, you have 1,000. And then after you have 1,000, you spend 10. Now you spend 1, you make 10, and you're good to go. Right. And so then I would get limited by the facility's ability to handle customers. So I would try and find the most empty facilities because I knew I could sell them till they were full, usually within 3 weeks. And so that is literally what I did. So step by step, I had an offer, number one. Number two, I had ads that I could record with my phone. Step 3, I posted those ads and pushed them to a landing page. Step 4, the landing page, this is at the time, just went to a Google Sheet. Step 6, I called the leads on the Google Sheet to make sure that they got scheduled. And then I think I'm on step 7, I would meet with those leads and I would present the offer that I advertised to them. And then I would get them to give me money for that offer. And then I let the business handle the delivery of the services and I kept the cash. It's the easiest business that you can run. It's one person. It's functionally an affiliate business.